Joy. What's up? The Jawn Joy is here.
Jawn Joy.
The Jawn Joy.
The Young Jawn.
Young Jawn Joy.
What's up? It's the Jawn Joy right here on Southside Dash Radio. Y'all know what time it is. Every Thursday, 4 to 6, and it big getting lit. Now we got a special guest in the building. You know what I mean? There's really no other way to put it. You gotta put some respect on his name. The Honorable CNOTE. What's popping?
What's popping, man? What it do?
What's popping with you, bro?
We out here, man. We out here, man. Big things moving and shaking, moving and grooving.
You out here making big moves, CNOTE.
Yeah, man. That's every year, though.
How's it feel? Project dropped yesterday.
Man, it feel crazy, man. You know, it took some time to put together, man. But, you know, I took the 8 songs that I recorded, man, and it's doing, like, you know, people blow back by it. I just wanted to bring something different than what was going on, you know, change the narrative.
Definitely.
As a producer, you know, we do that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so, you know, let's just touch on your background, because now you're stepping more so into the artist side of things.
Yeah.
Dropping a project.
Yeah.
It's not your first time putting out music or anything like that. Anybody who's been following you or familiar with you, Bloody Freddy.
Right.
You feel me?
My cartoon.
Your cartoon.
Yeah.
And you were rapping and everything. But what at this point made you say, you know, let me put out a project. I'm gonna go by actually the name everybody knows me by, CNOTE, the Honorable CNOTE, and you know, just put that music out there to the forefront for everybody.
I think everybody know that every producer rap, for one. You know what
Not
I'm saying?
everybody.
Like, every producer rap. I don't care. Like, if you make beats all day,
We
you
say the
rap.
fire producers know how to rap.
Yeah, well, you know, you crazy on the mic too. So of course you gonna take the MC approach and be like, hold on, no, everybody don't rap. But you know, as a producer, you know, that's what I did first before I did anything was a rapper. So I don't know. I just felt like, you know, if I see a gap in music, it's my job as a producer to kind of like
fill it.
Yeah, fill it. Even with the beats, or if I got to be an artist, because I don't label myself as a producer. I label myself as an artist. Like everything I do,
You create.
I'm a creator. Like you know, me and Israel got that Bloody Freddy shit on YouTube that's going crazy. Then I did the little short film back at the crib. And then I'm doing like beats, and then I'm doing beats that tell stories. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not a rapper. I'm an artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? I see things and I bring it to life. That's what I do.
Being I label myself the same thing, more so just a creative, an artist on all aspects. Doesn't matter as long as I can create something, whether it's an interview and this didn't exist before we sat down and started this discussion, whether it's something I do on Photoshop, whether it's a song, whatever the case may be, just being able to create something that didn't exist before you put your hands on it.
Right.
How do you more so, I just want to say, balance everything that you do put your hands on?
If I get tired of one thing, I'll just move to the next one. You know what I'm saying? I don't never force myself to do one thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm making beats, it become a time where it's just like, all right, I'll be sitting in the room just looking at the wall, like, all right, now I need to go find me something else to do. And then that's how.
Do you kind of like structure it, or is it just based off of more so?
It's not structured at all. It's more of like a.
Do you want it to be more structured, or is it just?
No, man, I
you
can't.
like the freeness of it?
I like being free. I like moving freely. Like my life is, I move freely. I don't I don't like structure. Honestly, like I got people around me. They're like, yo, you got to do it this way, and it's like, all right, you know, to get stuff done the right way. But me as an artist, you know what I'm saying? We think with our left side of the brain.
All right, now when did music become like really a part of your life? You know, you're from Detroit.
From Benton Harbor, Michigan.
You're not from Detroit? Why do I think you were from Detroit this whole time?
Everybody think, you know, when you say you from Michigan, they
from Detroit?
Yeah, they gonna argue.
Yeah,
well, you know,
that's the
Benton
same
Harbor
thing.
is a small town.
But
you know
no, because like for us, if you say you from Pennsylvania, you from Pennsylvania. Anybody from Philly saying they from Philly.
Yeah. No. See, you know, Benton Harbor is not the big city of Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Philly is the big city of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you know, Benton Harbor is more like we don't really have people that make it out of there. It's more of a small city.
So what's the list? Is it just you on the list, or who else?
No, it's me, Wilson Chandler. He played for Philly.
Okay.
You know Wilson Chandler?
No,
right?
I don't. He's on the Eagles. I don't watch football. I don't
He's
care.
basketball, man. Hey, man, don't do my boy like that, Joy, man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't watched basketball since the man on my shirt left.
Shit. Sinbad from Benton Harbor.
Okay, Sinbad. I know who Sinbad is.
Sinbad from Benton Harbor. The dude that played the Ghostbusters, man, the black dude. I forgot his name, man.
I know Ghostbusters, but I'm not sure who you're
You don't
talking
remember
about.
the black dude, the only black dude with
No.
the Energizer bag? You don't remember him?
No, I'm gonna have
I
to
don't
go
know.
look at
Yeah,
the
he
movie.
from Benton
When
Harbor.
Ghostbusters come out?
A long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
Okay. See, so I don't gotta know
Yeah,
that.
and then me, you know.
And then I know you though.
Yeah.
Damn.
We got some successful entrepreneurs that made it out of there too.
So what was life growing up in Ben Harbor, and like how do you feel like it molded you into the person that you are now?
You know, came from nothing. It's like the struggle, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, your mom, people not being able to pay their bills, you know what I'm saying? Gang life, you know, just regular shit. Like, to me, you know, back in like when we was growing up, you know, murders was like natural to us. Like, that didn't fade us. Like, it didn't affect me until I moved. When I moved to Atlanta, it was like a culture shock. It was like, damn, everybody don't call each other bitch or nigga. Like that. So I was like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of fucked me up. And so it took me some time to adjust to it. So, you know. And, you know,
when did you come to Atlanta? Like, how old were you?
I was 25.
Okay, so that was kind of like you're old enough but not too young. You know what I'm saying? So
I was just right. I was old enough to adjust. You know what I'm saying? And not fuck myself out of a lot of
like
good
I came
situations.
at 18.
Yeah.
Like right out of high school.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
see,
kinda
you
like,
bright though.
I mean, I feel like I came down here and I kind of grew up here because I came down at 18. So it was kind of like all of those like young adult phases that you have to go through or lessons and things like that. I kind of learned down here while I was in college and shit.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of unlearning and relearning down here.
I think that's I feel like a lot of us from like up the way, up north, East Coast area, when we come to the South, I feel like we have to unlearn a lot and learn a lot.
Yeah.
Because just our mannerisms, the way we carry ourselves, the defense mechanisms,
definitely the defense
even just
mechanism.
I want to say respect levels. You feel me? Like we don't say ma'am really.
Shit, we don't say nothing. like for real, if you see somebody
like,
walking down the street, they just walking, man, I ain't finna say nothing to you.
So I had to learn. I had to unlearn a lot of shit too, because I used to call everybody dickhead.
Yeah.
And I didn't think nothing of it. I'd be like, nah, dickhead.
Yeah.
Until like everybody down south was like, what? Who's she talking to? Why she saying that? I had somebody cry one time.
I was calling everybody.
She keeps calling me that. And I was like, keep calling you what? Like, why are you crying? I was confused.
Yeah, they was sensitive, man. I was calling everybody bitch when I got here. No, bitch, we ain't doing that shit, bitch. Fuck you, bitch.
We just say bitch all the time.
We talk real brass, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's just like, I had to adjust, you know what I'm saying?
It is an adjustment.
A big adjustment, you know
Y'all
what I'm
are
saying?
real respect. Y'all have a lot of respect down here, you feel me? Y'all real respectable people in the South. And
yeah.
Y'all make us conform to y'all. I will say that.
And then, like, you'll start realizing shit like, damn, you like, when you up there, they'll be like, yeah, you know, the South kind of slow. But then you realize, like, maybe we might be too fast. That's why they progressing, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be too smart for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, facts.
So it's a lot of shit that I had to just adjust, you know what
What's
I'm
one thing you feel like you adjusted and unlearned and learned that you're happy that you did?
My negative mind. I had a very negative mindset. Even though I had a negative mindset, I still moved my feet, but I still was negative. I don't know how to explain that shit. Like, you don't think something gonna work, but you gonna do it anyway. Like,
you keep doing the actions, but in your brain, you're like, that shit ain't gonna happen.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
But you still putting in the footwork.
So that was me for like the first 7 years of my like being down here. How'd you break out of that? Huh?
How'd you break out of that? I think that's something it's like, I think it's a doubt factor.
A doubt, and then being around people, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of being around people like Puff, being around people. Like one time, like a lot of like me being in the studio, I'll be in the studio, and I didn't like nothing niggas was doing down here. So we'll be making a song, and niggas be making the song, and everybody in the studio going crazy. And I'm like, man, that shit garbage, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And then it turned around and it'll be a hit.
Wow.
So I look like the dickhead. You know what I'm saying? And then like I was somewhere, and then like everybody used to be like, yo, what's wrong with CNOTE? Like, why you so straight faced? Like, you know what I'm saying? But that was just the environment I kind of, you know what I'm saying, was kind of came. And so one day I was in the studio, and 2 Chainz was like, I get it, you a hater. And then I had to think about that shit, and I was like, damn, am I a hater? You right. Like, everything I be thinking, it be on some negative shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you ain't thinking you a hater. You thinking you being real.
So I feel like there's also still a line to being real and being a hater.
Well, I'm going to tell you the line, and this is what I noticed. The line between being real and being a hater. Being real is seeing a problem in something and, hey, man, I don't like this, but maybe if we try this, then we can get to the goal. Being a hater saying I don't like it.
No type of
you ain't got no type of
solution.
So what you in the room for?
Yeah, you just want to
Yeah, you
express
just
it.
want to
wanna
bring
express
that
it,
that
express your
energy. You know what I'm
distaste,
saying?
but you're not bringing no type of
Yeah.
solution
So
to the
you in
table.
the room like I don't like that shit, and
Y'all
then
hear
just be
that?
like that.
So all of y'all that's out here hating.
But you don't know you hating because
But
that was
if
me
you
at
ain't
one
bringing
point
a
in time.
solution to the table, then you a
Shut the
hater.
fuck up. You bringing.
If
know
you're
what
gonna
I'm
bring a
saying, the
solution,
wrong
then it's just
energy in the room.
constructive criticism.
Yeah. Like if I say something like if you be around people successful people, they'll be like, yo, they don't even say I don't like it. You know what they say? Maybe we should try, they don't even say I don't like it. Maybe we should try this right here. Maybe we should do that. And then ideas just start, piling up. But us growing up in the inner city, we not taught that. We taught be real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, bitch, I don't fuck with that shit.
Hey, it's the Jawn Joy. It's either created by us,
Too lit.
or inspired by us.
Living my best life.
It's Southside on Dash Radio.
What's up? It's the Jawn Joy right here on Southside Dash Radio. Y'all know what time it is. Every Thursday, 4 to 6, and it's big getting lit with none other than your girl Raven and Will. What's up, Will?
Here.
You know, we still got a special guest in the building.
You know what I'm saying?
Honorable CNOTE is in this Jawn.
No, we in there.
You know what I mean? He's known for, producing the hits and, you know what I mean, just blazing the charts and
all that
fucking
type
with all the type
that.
of different artists that everybody loves. And, you just hear the Honorable. You feel me? Before the heat just starts blazing.
It's
But
going up.
he's here today because he just dropped his project Signs that's out now.
Yep.
8 songs.
Yep.
All right. Now, making that transition, what was the creative process like for you while going in and creating this project? Was it different than you going in and prepping for, just I'm producer mode, I'm making beats for 2 Chainz, I'm making beats for Gucci, I'm making beats for this person, I'm making beats for that person. What was the cook up like? How different was it knowing that you were going in and it was for your project?
I didn't really know it was my project till I got like 12 songs in. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, I might as well, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm working on the project. That's how, as a creative, you'll be sitting around, you be like, I'm bored, or you know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing to satisfy what I do. Like, after a while, if you're doing the same shit, it'll be like, you know what I'm saying? I need to elevate, and I feel like this is where I'm at as far as like elevation. But for this process, it took some living to do. Like it took me some real living to do. Like I had to, like I was going through phases in life where I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? I was feeling like, demons I had to fight, all this shit. So it's just like, can't nobody really tell the stories that I feel need to be told unless it's me. You know what I'm saying? And so, like I can rap. Like, but a lot of people don't know that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't know that was me on the intro of Freebase with 2 Chainz. Or, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I throw something out.
Yeah, like I know you'll drop something here and there and you'll be rapping and you'll be spitting. Everybody, oh shit, look at 2 Chainz. I mean, I just call you 2 Chainz. Look at C-No.
Yeah, they'll be like,
but like, look
C-No.
at him. Like, he going. There was a video you posted not too long ago. It was a snippet from your video. And it was like, it reminded me of Nutty Professor, how you had like the 3. You were playing all 3 roles.
Yeah.
That shit was so hard.
Yeah, and
that
it's
shit was
kind of
fire.
like you arguing with yourself.
Yeah.
And I do that, though.
Yeah.
I really do that in real life. You know what I'm saying?
Just talking to yourself like, no, you.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like you going to war with yourself to create a better version of you.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I first got down here, I was doing a lot of producing. A lot of shit that I was eating was like had a nigga obese, so I got to like 500 pounds from eating Taco Bell every day. As a producer, I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna sell drugs no more. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just make beats. I'm gonna come down here and I'm gonna make it. And that was my mentality, because you gotta think about it. Out of 1 million people in the world, what makes you special that you can break loose and do what you want to do for a living? What's gonna separate you from them? So that's what's in my mind. Like, fuck it, I ain't gonna hustle no more. Like, I'm gonna just take my whole energy and put it into making beats.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I didn't know I made it. But when I looked up, I was 500 pounds, pre-diabetic, high blood. I had all these problems going on with me, but then I got a check for like 50, and then another check came for it. I'm like, oh, I'm getting money, but like all the jerseys I'm wearing, and I'm looking fat than a bitch in them, so I ain't really happy. So it's just like I had to go to war with that, and then I was just, you know what I'm saying? It's the process of like, damn, I got to get back healthy. I got to get back right. I got to get, things,
Did you struggle with weight when you were younger, or was it something?
Oh, hell
you
yeah. I
ran
always
into?
been a fat ass nigga.
Okay.
Always.
So, what was that moment that it clicked? Because I think everybody, when they make that life-changing decision where they're like, I'm over this, like, and sometimes it's not even something, I think we talk about it to ourselves for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we talk about it like, yeah, I'm going to do this. Like, you kind of work your way up to it, and then out of nowhere, you just get this epiphany, it, like, clicks. And you're like, all right, I had enough. Like, what was that click moment for you where you were like, I can't do this no more, and I'm about to change my
I was
lifestyle?
working on the Sanaa Lathan movie, Shots Fired, for Fox.
Oh, I love that show.
Yeah,
They took it off.
Yeah, I did a lot of the music on that.
Fire.
Yeah, and I was just, when they was taking the pictures for the TV shows, you know what I'm saying? I was just fat than a bitch. I was looking at myself like, damn, nigga, you let yourself go. Like, how we gonna, you know what I'm saying? How we gonna come back from that? So, me and my girl at that moment, I was just like, damn, man, like, I was really depressed on some real shit. I was like, damn, man, I'm fat than a bitch. I can't believe it, So we started looking up Dr. Sabi videos, and I started listening to him and how he was like, yo, the stuff in our food is just like, it's not meant for us. And then I started doing research on him and how he took people and reversed AIDS, reversed cancer, and the United States government tried to sue him, and he won. But then they kicked his ass out. So I'm like, damn, man, we being hustled in this motherfucker. Like, damn,
It's a big business.
Like, they hustling us, like, you know what I'm saying?
Business.
And so when I went to Milan, you know what I'm saying, and I started eating the food over there, I was dropping pounds, like, you know what I'm saying? But I was eating bullshit like bread because their food was nasty to me. Like, I ain't understand why their food was so nasty. So then I'm like, damn, but I'm the fattest nigga in Milan. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff started clicking to me. So it's just like, all right, once you understand you being hustled, you start understanding how, like, damn, my grandma was on, like, these 9 pills, and them 9 pills went to 10. So she taking pills for her pills. I'm like, damn, we getting hustled. Like, they hustling us. Like, they kill, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I had to adjust. It was either I felt like either I'm adjust or I'm a die, man, and I'm a fighter by it. You know what I'm saying? Anything I ever got in life, I fought for it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I know you do like the 30-day fast.
Yeah, I do a lot of fasting.
Yeah, because I remember I seen you on it before. You had your water and you know what I mean? Like, where did that come from? And like, how often do you actually do that?
I do it a lot, man. Fasting gets your mind clear. You'll start understanding, like, you'll start understanding, like, a lot of stuff when you start fasting, like who you are, what you stand for, things that used to, like, annoy you don't annoy you as much, and things that you used to go for, you ain't gonna go for no more. You know what I'm saying? You start understanding, you start getting more aligned with what shit is. And if
how the fuck do you do 30 days,
I started off at 5 days.
It's just water,
yeah,
right?
It's just water, but I started off as 5 days.
I did 5 when? In February?
Yeah, it take time.
February. Yeah,
I did 5 in February.
You was
it take
inspired
time.
after you
So I
made that
did
hit.
5, and then I did 5, then I
And
did
I almost
14. Huh?
I felt like I was about to die by that 3rd, 4th day.
You had a headache?
Bro, I was like, Sammy was over me. I was like, guys.
She had no electric light,
I ain't had
electrolytes.
nothing.
Yeah, just water. But after a while of that, your body adjusts.
My friends were over me.
You ain't supposed to be around people when you fast. That's your time.
I mean, I can't. I gotta still come in and take care of shit.
I just be on, like, when I fast, I be like on the island. Like,
I mean,
yeah,
it is a place where you kind of want to be alone because it's kind of like.
That's a self.
I thought about doing it again. Everybody was like, "Joy, at least just do some fruits and vegetables this time because nobody."
Do it.
can deal with
Do
you.
it over the weekend and let your body get used to, like, because after a while, your body is amazing. Like, it get used to, like, it adjusts. Your body's like a little kid. Once you start understanding, like, it's gonna cry and complain and shit, then you'll break free from it. Like, you'll start understanding, like, you're not your body. Like, you two totally different entities.
Your spirit, yeah. You
your
get more
spirit,
aligned with your spirit when you fast.
Yeah, and that's some shit. You don't even want to talk to niggas about that shit, man. Because niggas get spooked out about that shit. And them niggas be like,
but it's
what?
like a
You know
higher
what I'm
level
saying?
you reach, and your
It's
brain hits
a
a
higher
different.
level.
It's a higher level
It's
you
another
reach, and your
frequency.
brain hits a different, like, you get clarity on a lot.
Yeah,
You
and
get
so
clarity on your purpose. You get clarity on so much. I'm not gonna fraud. Like, after I fast, like, shit started moving for me.
it's gonna move for
Like,
you.
shit really just
You
started
align because it's like,
moving.
and every song I did on this album, I did on the fast.
Wow.
I can't really
So,
create,
all
like,
right,
I
so
can't
let's
really
talk about
rap
that.
like that unless I'm fasting.
Really? Cause okay.
It don't,
'cause
like, right now I don't even feel like I'm a rapper, but when I'm fasting, shit just be coming to me, like.
How is that? Because I feel like like, everybody has their, like, what they need in their studio session.
Mhm.
Some people like, I need a little weed, I need a little alcohol, you know what I mean? I need this type of food. Some people do the lean, some people pop in the thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has their thing. Some people need candles. Whatever it is that sets that vibe and that energy for you to go in. I just feel like, me personally, I wouldn't be able to think of anything. I'm too busy. I mean, once you get over the food idea, like I need food, but that's a hard place.
You ain't been long. You ain't been long
to
enough
be
to.
in and be like, I'm gonna sit up here and record and
You
not
ain't
have
been,
no food.
but you ain't been doing it long enough for your body to get settled within itself. Like after like 3 or 4 days, your body going to ketosis. Then you get over the headaches. Then you get over that. Then after that, your energy rises. So after you keep on going through a hard time, your body gonna be like, it's just like it's like life. You know what I'm saying? Like after you go through a little bit of hard time, then it starts showing you something, and then it's the same thing with fasting. Like after a while, it'd be like, oh shit, I'm adjusting. Oh, this shit ain't nothing. Oh, I went to sleep. Oh, I feel all energized and shit. And you start, you know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you had to reserve your energy on certain places,
Hell
though?
yeah.
Because I feel like I'm such an energetic person, so it'd be like I had to reserve my energy because that's like my energy for the whole day.
Yeah, listen, man, you're not gonna get nothing without sacrificing life. Period.
Mm.
You gotta sacrifice. But after your sacrifice, you're gonna start seeing shit. Like one time I was fasting, and I'm like, man, it'd be hard if I got a Pepsi commercial. I just thought about that, and guess what happened? The sync came in 2 weeks later.
Fire.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, that's why I don't trip over nothing. You ask everybody around me, they be panicking. I'll be on some like, y'all niggas tripping. This shit gonna line up the way it's supposed to line up. So I don't trip over nothing. Oh, you don't want to support me? You don't owe me shit. 100. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like,
Facts.
and it's gonna line up the way it's gonna line up.
That's a fact.
Like that's I think your ultimate goal on life is to overcome all distractions and negativity, especially when you coming from like where we came from. The motherfuckers don't tell you shit. You know what I'm saying? They just
you
tell
gotta
you
learn
all
as
of
you
they
go.
teach you all the wrong shit.
That you gotta unlearn when you become an adult.
Yeah.
Project Signs out now. The Honorable CNOTE is in the building. Inspiration for the title Signs.
Science is like if you look at the album, Science is like
Yeah, let's talk about the album cover art.
yeah, the pyramid.
Yes.
When you look at the pyramid, man, if you go back and you know, it's some nice literature in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The people was slaves in Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Before God freed them. And you know what I mean? It's the same thing to me. I felt like I was trapped into my mind and the way I did things until I got free, until I started fasting, until things started happening. So these are like the signs that I kind of went through of me seeing those things.
Mm.
So this was like those songs like Red Beans and Rice talk about, you know what I'm saying? How I grew up eating bullshit, why a nigga was overweight, and then when I stopped eating that shit, how the shit started falling off.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just did Ramadan, so I kind of picked up a couple pounds because after you fast so many times, sometimes your body just buck on you like, no, nigga, I need everything.
Yeah,
so
I'm hungry as shit.
Yeah,
You kinda
so
binge.
you can't. Yeah, you kind of bend. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like on one of them missions. So you know, it's a fight with anything, but
Yeah, it's
the clarity you get. It's like two type of highs, man. Sometimes when you do drugs, it lead to depression. Though it's a trick. Like, oh shit, I'm high.
You think you high, you
I'm
elevate,
feeling
but
good,
you-
but
it's really
then
bringing you down.
it kind of, you know, after you get off of it, it kind of hit you in that, you know, depression. That's that way. So instead of when I get depressed, I fast. Or if I feel down, I fast because I know I ain't at the right frequency, and that's what it is. It was just don't be at the right shit, and so that's what I do. Like when I feel like I'm.
Do you think
lacking
it's
something,
also though, like I think it's also that chemical thing because everything within us is a chemical balance.
Yeah,
So it's
but
like sometimes when we have all these like, you know, like we were just talking about the food and things like that, and when you're fasting at a certain point, you're just putting water into you. You literally have nothing else inside of you. You don't have those extra additives, those preservatives, those chemicals in you.
shit, and they ain't got that shit overseas neither. They don't put that shit in their food.
That's why they
So
be
why you
shitting
think-
on us.
Why you think, you know what I'm saying? Don't put some of that shit in their food. So why you think, you know, it's like that. But if you're not a person that do that, you're not gonna understand what niggas is talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna, that's why I don't really talk about that shit for real. I just do it.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the same page as you, so that's
Yeah.
why I keep asking you about it. All right, now on the project, you know, when I heard a CNOTE project was coming, I would think he gonna do all the production,
Mm-hmm.
but you didn't. You did do production on it, but
Yeah,
you didn't.
yeah. I did
You
a
know,
couple
you
tracks
open
on it.
room for other producers. Just talk about some of the other producers that you have on the project. I know Bobby Critical's on there.
Right.
Embo, PC, Beats, Nirel, Black Metaphor. Like, can we just go?
All
into
those are producers I feel like that work hard and they kind of get slept on or overlooked on, and they hard. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, send me some. Like, these are people that I feel like if I create a wave out here, these niggas that I want people to see, like, oh yeah, he creating a wave with these people. Of course, I can go in there and make all my beats, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But with these guys, I feel like, I'm not the type of nigga that just take a platform and just all me. You know what I'm saying?
hog
Like,
it,
come eat with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler, so that's what I do. I hustle with people. You know what I'm saying? Plus, like, if I get this tree to start growing, the branch over here growing up, it's all about growing. You know what I'm saying? About advance. That's how you advance. You ain't never gonna advance just being like,
yeah.
you know,
You gotta
eventually.
plant your trees, and when other people succeed and you're a part of that, that's your success as well.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, you know what I'm saying? If you kind of like self-sufficient, it's only so long it's gonna last. You know what I'm saying? I tend to think 5-6 years down the line, like most people get caught up. Why? Because they looking for what's right there in front of them, and that's how you get caught. That's how niggas get indicted. That's how niggas, oh shit, nigga, I need this right there. Oh, let me go buy this QP real quick. Then you get fucked over, right? But if you would have stayed on your path of what you need to do, and just went through that little endurance just a little while long, you probably would have got blessed with that break for you to break free with that, man. It's just, don't nobody teach you that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that we got to go through. And I feel like it's for me to kind of go through it. Because me as a producer, man, people, I've been doing this shit a long time, and a lot of people see me put the work in and be like, yo, CNOTE, when you gonna blow up? And I don't never look at that shit. Nigga, I ain't in the hood no more starving. I do this shit until it's time. Shit, 50, Quincy Jones found Michael Jackson at what, 50 or something, 40 something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And
it ain't never,
that's
it ain't never too late. You
I
always
think
got time to hustle. You know,
so
what I'm
many
saying?
people put an age gap on themselves, like a time slot on when something's supposed to happen, and a lot of people who are so like crazy successful. Why'd I say it like that? That we admire and look up to and look at as blueprints. They're big marks that took them to that level of success happened later in life.
Yeah, that's,
you know what I mean? Like Oprah, you know what I'm saying? She wasn't 20. You know what I'm saying? Like Steve Jobs, he wasn't 20.
I mean, even in our field, Sylvia.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it take time.
It takes time.
Like Rome wasn't built in a time. Rome wasn't built in a day, man. Your greatness take time, man. And you know what I'm saying? You never know when your time is. So you got to keep on being prepared for that time to come. You got to prepare for that time, because your time coming if you stay on that road. You on the road. You think you just on the road just to be standing still? No, you learning, you developing, you doing all these things. So, yeah, sometimes we get,
So when you get into the room,
not even a room, you can
any
by the time you can own that motherfucker.
Yeah,
man,
like, but when
you know
the situation comes, you're more than well prepared for it. There's nothing that can stop you.
No, facts.
You know what I mean? And it's everything that you've been working for and everything that you've been going through, and that prepares you for those moments.
Yeah, so that's what this is, signs. So, signs of that. And then after that, we got signs too. I'm not going to spill.
Oh, you ain't stopping?
Oh, no, we dropping next month.
Next month?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, so, for this project, right, for signs, you have some features on it. You have about three features on it. They aren't crazy big names or anything like that.
Right.
But you being CNOTE and the records that you produce and the relationships you have with artists, why didn't you go grab those big features like you could have? Why did you go and grab the artists that you grabbed?
It's just anytime I feel like a producer has to create his own way. So I feel like as a producer, if you help this person create their own way, if this person create their own way, I have to do it for myself. You know what I'm saying? I have to. Because everybody not owns the wave that I'm on. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are hearing some of my music and be like, oh, no, I ain't fucking with that. That's a little bit too over there for me. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you got to create your own shit. You got to create your own path for people to see it, and then people will fuck with you. So I ain't doing nothing but showing people that, like, once you believe in yourself, that fucking path is going to open. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'll get it out the mud. I don't give a fuck how old I am. I'm going to always be able to get it out the mud. I came from the mud. So it's just like, oh, shit. Like, if I'm working with somebody and then they don't, everything don't work out your way because everybody don't see the vision that you have. So sometimes you'll reach out to somebody and you'll be like, yo, bro, I need a verse from this. And then the nigga be like, take all day on the verse. Fine. I ain't finna wait. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna, and then later on down the line, you'll see
They
it
come
like,
back around.
yeah, so it's just, and I don't look at that as a bad thing. I look at it as part of your path. You know what I'm saying? That's part of what's supposed to happen for you. You know what I'm saying? If it was meant to happen, it'll happen right then and there. So it's just like, I don't force shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, that's what it is. I'm finna go. Whoever around me, that's who we eating it. That's at the table. You know what I'm saying? That's who at the table. We gonna go. That's who I'ma roll with.
Fire. Thanks for dropping all these gems, CNOTE. Just dropping gems. You feel me? I think everybody just soaking it all up. Signs is out now. Everybody, please go cop it. Please go listen to it. Support the movement. CNOTE, I appreciate you for coming through.
Oh, all love.
You know
yeah,
what
you
this
know
is.
I love you, man. My baby.
It's the Jawn Joy. Let everybody know where they can find you at.
Oh yeah, follow me in the movement at Honorable CNOTE. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna fuck with this music, man. It's there's some nice shit in there, man. It's about evolution, man. My new thing for 2019, 2020 is it's time for people that come from urban areas to stop begging and start building.
Amen. Today.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, instead of crying about something, man, let's do something about it.
Let's
you know what I'm
fix
saying?
it for the next generation.
But you might need to fast to see that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. Y'all should all try fasting. Everybody should try fast. At least try a 3-day.
Yeah, no, for real. That shit right
At least
there
try
is some
3
real
days.
shit,
It
though,
opens
man.
your eyes a lot.
It'll open you up to some shit, so.
It's the Jawn Joy. Keep it locked. More coming up right here on Southside Dash Radio.
Hey, it's the Jawn Joy. It's either created by us,
Too lit.
or inspired by us.
Living my best life.
It's Southside on Dash Radio.